Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Arkham Horror the card game, doing the Dunwitch Legacy. Alright, it is rather early in the morning because my cat woke me up to feed her, and I got a meeting in like a couple of hours. So, instead of trying to get back to sleep, which I will not be able to do, I'm going to play some more of this. I think last video I got a little mixed up about the Spectral Shield and how it reduces damage. For some reason, I thought I thought I was assigning everything onto one thing, which didn't really make any sense. Every point of damage in horror you can assign to either your investigator or any of your assets that have soak. So, should not have been an issue. Anyway, as for everything else, let's see. Yeah, nothing changes here. Okay, we need to set up the deck for these, but first, shuffle, swap out, shuffle, swap out. Alright, and then we want to take the exhibit hall, and then two of these. Exhibit hall, two other locations, and you shuffle them together. And then we shuffle the remaining three and put them on top. And there you go. That is our exhibit deck. Everything else is fine. We'll shuffle the encounter deck. Bring this down. Okay. There are three agendas. Restricted access. Dr. Armitage has given the university's Latin translation of the Necronomicon to his associate, Harold Walstead, the curator of the Miskatonic University Museum. Worried that someone might still be after the book, you have gone to the museum to recover it. Forced, when the hunting horror enters play, attach the set-aside copy of Shadow Spawn to it, or add one resource to Shadow Spawn if it is already attached. 5 doomed to advance. There are 4 acts. I believe there are actually 3, though. Finding a way inside. Unfortunately, the entrance to the museum is kept locked at this late hour. A security guard is visible through the building's front windows, oblivious to his surroundings. Perhaps you can find a way to get his attention and convince him to let you in. 2 clues to advance. We only have Cultist and Skulls. So Skull is -1, -3 if there's a hunting horror at your location. And then Cultist is a -1 if you fail. You search the encounter deck, discard pile, and the void for hunting horror and spawn at your location, if able. Tablet would have been -2, and you return one of your clues to your current location. So that tablet is awful because it triggers even if you pass the test. And then the elder thing is -3 if you fail, discard an asset you control. So yeah, letting yourself get the tablet is not a good thing. Alright, we'll go ahead and shuffle and draw our starting hand. We have, of course, stick of the plan now, so we're in pretty good shape. Speaking of being in good shape, I'm not used to reliably starting with weapons. We'll tag out the Vicious Blow. Got even a safeguard, alright. Fortunately, we don't have our stand togethers, but that's okay. And then deal to orange. Alright, we got a Moose Mask. Drawn to the Flame, unconventional method. Alright, we don't want the unconventional method. I don't want to start with Seeking Answers. And I'm okay with starting with a Mouse Mask, just to have something. Okay. Alright, and we have 2 experience banked. Okay, cool. Investigation phase. You, of course, can't get into the museum hall without either breaking in or getting 2 clues. Investigators at the museum insurance cannot gain resources. Cool. So I believe in the beginning here, I don't need to worry too much about encounters? Question mark. So, yeah, with that in mind, let's go ahead and start with Agatha Crane. I'll just do a Drawn to the Flame. I'll shuffle this one more time and then draw the encounter card. Curse Luck. We get both clues, and we can immediately advance. If the gaining entrance, if the investigator spent clues to advance, you find the window nearest to the guard and tap it loud enough to get his attention. He gives a startled jump, then shifts open the window. What do you want? He asks timidly. You explain the situation to him and tell him he is in grave danger. He rarely opens the door to the museum, shaking his head. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. We take control of Adam Lynch. He thankfully doesn't take up a slot. I will give this to... Oop. I'll give this to you. I know there's some treachery, so that can be kind of dangerous. Alright, and then we go to just Night at the Museum. So tag out this, because we're not doing breaking and entering. Oh, also we need to reveal the museum hall. Okay. Night at the Museum. The Necronomicon is being kept in a restricted hall somewhere in the museum. Adam barely knows his way around and gives a startled jump at every creak of the old building. I just started here last week, he explains. What sort of trouble did you say was going on? You haven't the heart to tell him the full story. If an investigator enters the exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. Alright, I am going to go ahead and pop a shortcut. And then I'm going to move to the security office. Alright. And then last action, I am going to go ahead and spend 1 to get out a mouse mask. Zoe, let's get to work with you. We'll go ahead and pop an Ever Vigilant. We'll get out a wolf mask. We'll spend 1 to get out a lugger. And I'll spend 3 to go ahead and get out of the automatic. And then I'm going to move. And then I'm going to draw a card. Perfect. No enemies, upkeep. Oh, that would have refreshed now. Alright. Mythos. First doom. Attach to your location. Scaring Fog. Investigation. Okie dokie. I'm going to try to move. I have to do a 4-4 test. I will commit a safeguard for this and go 5-4. We pass. This goes away when you pass, right? Okay. Second action, I'm going to go ahead and play Stand Together. Okay. And then last action, I am going to go ahead and spend 3 to get out the Something Worth Fighting For. And that'll be it on that front. Alright, Agatha. So right now I am 3 to 5 against the security office. I will go ahead and investigate. I'll spend an offering. So I'm 5 to 5 right now. And I will commit a perception and deduction. This will put us at 8 to 5. We pass. We pass by a bunch, so we get rid of this, thankfully. This goes away. And we get 2 clues. I'll investigate again. I'll commit an unconventional method. Actually, I don't need to. I'll use a mouse mask. This will put us at 6 to 3. Get another clue. And then I will spend 2 to work a hunch and get that clue. And then I'm just going to move back. Upkeep. Haunted. Upkeep. Spectral Shield. Mythos. Second Doom. Scaring Fog. Grip Chill. I'll commit a Guts and go 6 to 4. That is only -1. I pass. I get to draw a card. Alright, investigation phase. I will go ahead and fast out a magnifying glass. I will go ahead and actually, what does it do? It just puts the top card into play unrevealed. Yeah, it does. Let's change. Let's do Zoe first then. We'll move on over. I will go ahead and spend 2 to get out the Brain of Cthugga. And then last action, I will spend 2 of the clues as a group to bring in a location. Alright, Agatha. I will fast out the magnifying glass now. I will move. After you enter this location, discard 2 cards from your hand at random. Okay. I revealed a location, so I do get an offering for this. And then I lose my only 2 cards. I will go ahead and last actions draw a card. And then I am going, or second action, I'll draw a card, and then I'm going to draw another card. Okay, I can work with that. All right. No enemies. Upkeep. Mythos. Third Doom. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck and discard the top 3. Okay. I will pick something worth fighting for. Actually, no. I'll pick a lugger. Because if I take that 2 horror, it'll be annoying. Alright, shuffle and then discard top 3. 1, 2, 3. No copy. Alright, book 3 test. I'll just go 4 to 3. We pass. Alright, investigation phase. I'm going to go ahead with Agatha, spend 3 to get out Eyes of the Dreamer. I can go, what, 4 to 4? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and investigate with Eyes of the Dreamer. I am going to go ahead and spend a charge and an offering. This will put us at 6 to 4. Okay, I'll take the 0 and ignore the other, which will get me 1 clue. And then I'm going to draw a card. Okay, at the end of our turn, I'll activate our ability. And I'm going to use this Working the Hunch to grab the last clue. Alright, Zoe, I will spend 2 actions getting rid of her weakness. Spend 1 action getting out the cross. And that'll be it. Upkeep. Another lugger. And a Burning Midnight Oil. 4th Doom. Test Willpower 3. This test gets +2 difficulty if the hunting horror is at your location. Alright. Alright, I am 4 to 3 right now. If I fail this, I'll just end up taking damage. So yeah, I'll go 4 to 3. I pass. Lock the door. It's a tie for all of them, so I'll just put it over there. Alright, investigation phase. I'm going to go ahead and pop a shortcut to get myself to here. I will go ahead and spend 2 clues. Every time I put in a new location, I get an offering. I'm then going to go ahead and move down and get another offering for revealing a location. After you fail a skill test while investigating this location, discard an asset control. Cool. Alright. So I can go 5 to 2 with Burning the Midnight Oil, which I will. Burn the Midnight Oil, get 2 resources, go 5 to 2. We pass, we get 1 clue. Alright. I'm just wondering, I was trying to see if I can do something cheeky with Task Force, but I think we're going to be stuck with what we got. Alright, I'm going to draw a card. I will go ahead and move down now, and then pop Stand Together. Alright, I'll resolve that in a second. Alright, I don't think there's actually any enemies in the deck. There is 1 enemy in the deck. It's any enemy type, right? Didn't realize the Hunting Horror is actually in the deck. Alright. Let me check something. Okay, I got some clarification. Because, yeah, when you defeat the Hunting Horror, it does remove the Smite the Wicked. from what I can tell, because the way the void works is player cards can't be affected by player cards, so it should remove it, from what I understand. It specifically says when it leaves play, so it would remove this. Also, I had accidentally shuffled, so I went ahead and looked at the footage to see what the last 3 cards were, because the Hunting Horror was fourth from the bottom. Alright, we do get Shadow spawned. Yeah, this specifically, it stays in play even in the void. So we'll attach this to you, attach this to you, and it goes to the furthest location away. Yep, so I'll just put you over here. Alright, I've already got the cards for this. Did I forget to do something? 1 second. Okay, yeah, I did all my actions. I did shortcut, activate this, move down, and then burning the Midnight Oil. Alright, enemy phase, he's going to move on down. Upkeep. Upkeep. Mythos. We advance. If the Hunting Horror is in play, add 1 Doom to him. Creature of the Void. From the shadows of the museum halls, a terrible creature slithers forth, long and serpentine, and propelled by black leathery wings. If Hunting Horror is in play, add 1 Doom to it. If Hunting Horror is not in play, doesn't matter. Okay. Over here we have shadows deepen. The shadows in the museum grow and become darker. As the shadows lengthen and shift, they begin to suggest the sinewy body of an uncanny creature darting at the periphery of your awareness. Alright, encounter card. I already know what this one is. It's going to be that. And then we attach to here. And then we get this. Visions of Futures Past. I am 4 to 5. I'll do a mouse mask and go 6 to 5. We pass. Okay. Investigation phase. Well then, I'm going to go ahead and spend two resources and 2 actions to do a task force. I'll go ahead and grab this clue. I'm going to try to move out of this. I'm right now 4 to 4. Yeah, I'll just go 4 to 4. Is there any way to get help for this? Actually, Agatha will commit Dr. Henry Armitage. Go 6 to 4. Good thing I did, I guess. Alright, this will get rid of the arcane barrier. So first step, one of the step I did for task force was get a clue. I'm going to go ahead and move and get engaged with you. I will go ahead and gain a resource and then use it to do 1 damage to this guy as a reaction. Then I'm going to, I did the clue, the move, and now they activate an action ability. I'm going to use the 45. This will put me at 5 to 2 and take it out. So it loses Doom, goes into the void. This will stay with it. And this will get discarded. Alright, I still have an action remaining, which I will use to... I'm running out of cards. The Beyond the Veil is actually going to be a problem. I'm going to gain a resource. I have just enough health to survive. Oh, no, I don't. No, yeah, actually I don't. I have to get I have to get something. I have to get healed. All right. Yeah. So I draw gain a resource for my final action. So yeah, if I need to, I might have to Beyond the Veil, get the hell out of here. All right. Agatha. I'm gonna go ahead and move. I will spend 4 to get out the fingerprint kit. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 of Zoe's clues and 1 of Agatha's to get out another one of these locations. No enemies, go to upkeep. Mythos, First Doom. New deck. Cursed Luck. Slithering behind you. This is the one that spawns the Haunting Horror. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 and Ward of Protection that. And take 1 horror. Not dealing with that nonsense. Alright. Oh, I did reveal a location, so I should be getting an offering for the mouse mask. Okay, investigation phase. I'll go ahead and spend 4 to get out Beat Cop. And then I will spend 2 clues to get out another one of these. And last action, I'm just going to gain a resource. Okay. Agatha. I'm going to go ahead and move down. See what this place is about. After you enter this location, lose all remaining actions and immediately end your turn. Alright. That's a little bit of a time loss. Good news is all the other locations should be good to go now. Enemy phase, no enemies, upkeep, upkeep. Yeah, it's a revelation effect, so I can prevent it. Mythos, second. I'm currently 4-3. I'll take the initiative. 7-3. Oh, sorry, I was 6-3 because I had -1, but I did pass by 2 there, so this goes away. That goes away. Terror from Beyond. I'm gonna say skills. Yep. Oh, actually, in this case, I'm gonna say assets. So discard all assets. Sorry, Lugger. Investigation. Alright. Agatha will go ahead and fast out a Cryptic Research. Get 3 cards. And then we're going to move twice. After you fail a skill test while investigating this location, take 1 horror, 3 shroud, 4 clues. Victory 1. I will go ahead and I'm going to investigate with Eyes of the Dreamer. We'll go 4-3. I'll spend a guts, go 6-3. I will spend 1 charge as well. Okay. I'm just going to take the 0. I mean, I could take the Elder Sign and just not cancel it, but either way, I'm not going to draw the extra card. Okay, definitely pass. I will get 1 clue from this. And then at the end of return, I'll activate this and do a Drawn to the Flame to get 2 more clues. Counter card, reveal random token. Skull is 2 horror. Okay, that'll be it for her. Goes to Zoe. One second. Okay, I think we're good to go. All right, that was Agatha. I have Zoe here. There's honestly not much for her to do. Not without putting myself closer to death. So I'm just going to gain 3 resources. No enemies, upkeep. Mythos. Third Doom. Crypt Chill. I'll go 4-4. Actually, no, I will go 7-4. Because if I get the cultist, it's going to spawn the snake. Alright, 4-3 with this test. I'll go 6-3 with the mouse mask. We pass. Alright, investigation phase. We're okay on time for now. I can hold on to the seeking answers for a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just move with Agatha. And then go ahead and spend 2 clues to reveal another location. So we got 1 more left. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Alright, Zoe is going to go ahead and move, see what this place is about. This is the restricted hall. Search the encounter direct. So the curator's fate. When you enter the restricted hall, you find the curator of the museum lying in a pool of blood, his intestines strewn about in a grotesque display. Your stomach turns over and you resist the urge to vomit. Whatever did this, it's still nearby. Search the encounter deck to start pile and all play areas for hunting horror and then spawn it. Act 3A, searching for the tome. Somewhere in this area is Olaus Orbius' Latin translation of the Necronomicon. You must find it and escape while you can. If there are no clues remaining in the exhibit hall restricted access, advance. So we're going to get engaged by this thing. It is going to get a resource on Shadow Spawn. Every resource will give him +1 fight, +1 health, and all that good stuff. I did get engaged. I will go ahead and use the Zoe Cross to do a damage. And then we're going to fight you. I'm going to shoot the automatic. Also, I should be at 5 strength. This will put me at 6-3. I'll go 7-3 with Vicious Blow. Alright, I'll do 3 damage and send him back to the void. Alright. And then we'll just move right back down here. Alright, cool. Okay, make that work. Alright, enemy phase upkeep. Yeah. Glimpse of the void. 4th Doom. Alright, choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control. I'll pick the automatic. 2, 3. I'm going to have to flee soon at this rate. Alright, getting there. And then over here, beyond the veil, it surges. I'm okay with that. Do this. Any other number, I take 1 damage. I'll take 1 damage. Alright, investigation phase. Alright. We'll go with Agatha Crane first. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to investigate this location with seeking answers. This puts us at 5 to 2. I'll commit a... Oh, I do get an offering. I did reveal a location, add a location to the board. I'll go ahead and spend that offering. So I am 7 to 2. Okay, good to go with the Glimpse of the Void. I can grab 2 clues from amongst my location and connecting location. I'll grab 1 from here and 1 from here. I'll go ahead and reveal the final location. All right. And then this will get me an offering. I'll go ahead and spend another 1 to do seeking answers from here. Again, we're now 5 to 2. This only happens on the first time I reveal Chaos Token, so I'm good on this. I pass. I'll grab 2 clues from here. There we go. Now we're 1 away from success. All right. Zoe. I'll spend 2 to get out Artistic Inspiration. I'm going to go ahead and move down to see what this place is all about. After you fail skill test while investigating, cool. Yeah, all these are about failing skill tests, and I haven't actually failed any besides anything else. All right. So a bunch of clues here. I will go ahead and move back. And that'll be it. Enemy phase, upkeep. Okay, upkeep. Even better. Mythos, 5th out of 7. Arcane Barrier. Obscuring Fog. Okay. All right, investigation phase. I'm just wondering, what do we still have in here that we can play around with? We got Burning the Midnight Oil. So that's something. Okay. I'm going to move down with Agatha. I have to do the test here. I will spend an offering. That'll put me at 6 to 4. I will also commit a logical reasoning. That'll put me at 8 to 4. Okay, we pass. Glimpse of the Void's been resolved. This goes away. I'll move down. All right, next I'm going to go ahead and do Eyes of the Dreamer. I am going to go ahead and spend 3 charges, which will let me reveal 4 tokens. Of course. Well, I'll obviously take the one that'll let me pass, which will get me a clue at least. All right. So that got me, so I moved down, did this. I'm going to go ahead and use Drawn to the Flame. to get 2 clues. I will pick... I'll pick assets. Bye-bye, Olive. But I got the clues here. And then at the end of her turn, I can go ahead and do her ability. I'll do Burning the Midnight Oil. Actually, I'll do Shortcut. And put myself back to here. Okay, I should be in position to finish it next round. Zoe. Gain 3 resources, please. Upkeep. Mythos. 6th Doom. Book test, huh? Agatha will commit a perception to this. Go 4 to 3. Good thing I did. She gets to draw a card. And then for your card, Arcane Barrier, which is fine because I'm not leaving here. Alright, investigation. Okay. Agatha will go first. I'm going to go ahead and investigate with the Eyes of the Dreamer. I will spend 3 charges. I have to reveal 5 tokens. Okay. I definitely succeeded. Actually, 1 second. Yeah, I did actually pass. It doesn't really matter if I passed or not, but I picked the +1 and -1, and that put me at 4 to 4. So I do pass the investigate, so this goes away. Then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to get out Olive McBride, and then I'm going to spend 1 to get out, or spend 2 to get out Artistic Inspiration. And then at the end of her turn, I'll activate her ability because I definitely can't ignore tokens there. And I'm going to do Seeking Answers. I am right now 5 to 2. I will spend an offering to go 7 to 2, and I'll use Olive McBride. Okay, I'll take the zeros. I pass. I can grab up to 2 clues from amongst all locations. So I'll grab that clue and this clue. And there you go. That is everything taken care of. We advance. Alright, the Necronomicon. At last you find the locked case containing the Necronomicon. The tome, over 800 pages in length, is filled with all manner of macabre imagery, formulae, spells, prophecies, and descriptions of creatures from beyond the threshold of space. Without a doubt, it is a dangerous book, but its secrets could be very useful. We'll destroy it. Yeah, I'm glad I did, because if you don't, you get bad things. Alright. As long as this translation of the Necronomicon exists, there will be sorcerers and other foul agents like Watley seeking it. In the end, you know what must be done to protect humanity from the threats you've seen. You find a trash bin and fill it with books and documents, throwing the Necronomicon on top. Take several matches to set the contents of the bin alight. The flames fill the room with heat, and the creeping shadows retreat from its light. You watch the book burn for some time, its pages turning to ash. You can only hope you've made the right decision. Destroyed Necronomicon. Okay, And then we get Victory X. There are, five victory. I'm pretty sure this location doesn't have victory. It did not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 XP. Zoe will get 6 because of the great work, and then Agatha has 2 banked, so she'll go up to 7. All right, cool. That was it was a little tense. I had 4 cards left for Zoe. I would have had to eventually just run. We would have spawned the snake again one last time. Next, essentially, next round, and there was another slithering in the future. But besides that, wasn't too bad. Definitely liking the Agatha deck. It's a lot of fun. It's actually kind of impressive at just how she's doing with just the stats she has. I mean, her stats aren't that bad. It's just having a 4 is definitely always felt even on easy difficulty. Didn't lose Adam. We did get the fingerprint kit out, and I never bothered to use it. The main reason why I ended up not using it was mainly because I needed to do other things to ensure I was triggering Agatha Crane's ability and going off of that. All right. So yeah, let me BRB and I will spin XP. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 XP to upgrade Ever Vigilant to level 4. So going from level 1 to 4 costs 3 XP, but I have down the rabbit hole, so it only costs 2. So that brings her down to 4 XP remaining. Obviously, I've been a big fan with Ever Vigilant 4. It's a little expensive to upgrade into, but it does let you share. It gets you 4 assets instead of 3, and it lets you spread the love to anyone else at your location, which makes it for a very strong opener. I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 experience to get locked and loaded. I believe this is from, I don't know what expansion. This might be from Drown City, but I'm not entirely certain. But permanent, limit 1 per deck. Your firearm assets with uses ammo interplay with 1 additional ammo on them. Millimeters don't make no difference. Bullets just kind of kill you. I am a little curious. If I have it out like this. Oh, there's my second win. Yeah, if I had the second win and beat Cop Out, I could actually survive the thing. So just out of curiosity, if I flip this over and do this, okay. So if I have this out on my field, it actually will account for this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that extra ammo will definitely help, especially for the lugger, since the lugger just caps at 2 usually anyway. I'm wondering, I wonder if the lugger with locked and loaded, when you do the reload, gives you 3 bullets or not. I'll probably go look that up. Anyway, so that's all my XP, but I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of down the rabbit hole to go ahead and fill in this checkbox. So now extended stock is active, so if I attach custom modifications to one of my guns, they get +2 fight. Does take an action to get this thing out, but it is still rather good. Alright, so yeah, that was all 6 of my XP. 2 for the Ever Vigilant, 0 for the upgrade on the custom modification, and then 4 XP for the locked and loaded. And for those who don't remember, I already had a box checked on extended stock from last time. Okay, Agatha, you have 7 XP, so we're obviously going to go ahead and grab this second cryptic research, which will cost us 5, and then I'm going to upgrade both my perceptions, which will each cost 1 each, thanks to down the rabbit hole. Quick and easy. So that puts us in a pretty good spot. So I think, yeah, the next things I'll probably upgrade is maybe the working the hunches, to be honest. Fingerprint kit obviously is a good upgrade to go for too. I have a cup. There's only about 4 other new cards or non-upgrade cards that I would consider grabbing, but I don't think I actually need them immediately. So yeah, I mean, eventually, I guess I can upgrade to deduction in the future as well, and that probably would help. All right, well, that was quick and easy. I'm kind of glad I did this playthrough because it's a nice little palate cleanse after playing around with so many custom campaigns and things like that. Dunwitch is definitely very simple as far as like the rules are concerned. In any case, next will be the SS County Express, where I will try to not fall off a train. I am the Depressed Eeyore. This was Arkham Horror the card game, doing the Dunwich Legacy with Zoe Summers and Agatha Crane. I'll see you guys next time.